Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Herunisa. Here I wanna answer question. TOEFL review exercise. Skill 1 until 12. Number 1. Blah blah blah. Loom high about the north and northeastern boundaries of the expanding city of Texas. A. The Santa Catalina Mountains. B. Because the Santa Catalina Mountains. C. The Santa Catalina Mountains are. D. The Santa Catalina Mountains. Strategi. Loom or A is a verb, can noun. So this loom is verb. And then expanding cannot say verb because in ing not friend. And B because not verb. The full verb are and D that one conjunction and verb, so the answer is A because not verb and conjunction. Number 2. Radioactive blah 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 provide a powerful way to measure ecologic time. A. It. B. Date. C. Dating. D. Can. Strategy provide and user is verb. It and subject verb. Can verb, so the answer is dating because not verb. And the answer is C. Dating. Number 3. Blah 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 contained in the chromosomes and they are talked for as the unit for heredity. A. Genes which are. B. Genes are. C. When genes. D. Because of genes. Strategy is contain and talk is verb and conjunction are which to verb and to conjunction. And when is conjunction of is proposition, so the answer is B because he have two verb and one conjunction. Number 4. The benefit blah 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 provide necessary information to anyone who need it. The study is that it. A. Of. B. Which. C. That. D. Because. Strategy. The three verb is provide and need. There are two conjunctions, that and who. A. Of three verb to conjunction and B. There is which three conjunction. C. The three conjunction and D. Because three conjunction, so the answer is A. Number 5. The same symptom that occur blah 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 with cocaine. A. Amphetamine scan. B. With amphetamine scan. C. So amphetamines. D. With amphetamines D. Strategy. There are two verb there. One conjunction. Let's say double conjunction and D. They double object. And the answer is B. There is a with amphetamine scan. Number 6. Many campaigns across the country have molded the concept blah 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 described into an integrated strategy preventing stress. A. Involve. B. Did wolf. C. What wolf. D. So wolf. Strategy is where are the verb have and describe. A. There is an is conjunction. D. So is conjunction. C is conjunction noun clause because that the verb and in the B as a verb. And the answer is B. Number 7. Blah 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 in the first draft of the budget will not necessarily be in the final draft. A. Although it appears. B. It appears. C. What appears. And D. Despite its appearance. Strategy is there are one verb is will. A. Took an appears one conjunction and one verb. And B. Appears is verb. C. What is one conjunction and one verb and clause, and D despite no verb. So the answer is C. Whatever. Number 8 is if a food label indicates that a food is mostly carbohydrate, it does not mean it's a good food to eat. A and eat. B and C that it D when. Instead is there are verb indicate is does not and means. There are two conjunction is if and that. The answer is C that it. Number 9 is a need for space law to include commercial concern has been recognized inasmuch blah 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 been expanding drastically in recent years. A. The commercial lunch industry. B. The commercial lunch industry has. C. As has the commercial lunch industry. And D. As the commercial lunch industry has. Strategy is the art of verb has been and been. Conjunction inasmuch. This need as inasmuch is A, D, C. A because not as. B because not as. C because meet with verb. And D because meet with subject. And the answer is as the commercial life industry. D.
Number 10. The report on the nuclear power plant indicated that when the plant had gone on the line unsafe strategy, there are two verbs indicate and had gone conjunction to that, and when and need one verb again, and three conjunction. B because adjective clause. C double subject. D one verb and one conjunction. And the answer B, it had been. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sulastri from a class, and now I want to answer the TOEFL exercise skill 30 until 40. Choose the letter of the word or row of word that the best complete the sentence. Number 1. When blah 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 nest during spring nesting season, Canadian geese are fiercely territorial. A. She was in B. While in. C. While she was. D. Are boiled. Need the subject verb, but it is choosing is not subject verb, so that need the option for produce clause, and the answer is A. Building. Number 2. In 1817, Kelvin, along with an Adirondack hunter, Alia Dunning, made the first snow skin of Seward Mountain. Far from routes or trails. A. A remote peak. B. It is a remote peak. C. A remote peak is. D. Which a remote peak. This all sentence is a positive Kelvin subject verb. Match B and C is wrong because not have connector. D, which have a subject but need the verb. A, pick the function subject or connector, and the answer A, a remote pick. Number 3. Kokanee salmon begin to deteriorate and die soon. At the age of 4. A, the spawn. B, after spawning. C, spawn. D, spawned the salmon. This sentence have a subject, salmon. This choosing below have a verb, a produce or adjective clause, and the answer B, after spawning. And number 4, blah blah blah, behind government secrecy for nearly half a country, the Hanford Plain Central Washington product plutonium for the nuclear weapons of the Cold War. A, it is hidden. B, hidden. C, which is hidden. D, the plane is hiding. Need a adjective clause, and the answer is B because adverb clause. Number 5, until blah 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 incorrect. Astronomers had assumed that the inside of white dwarf were uniform. A, they. B, their proof. C, the astronomers recently proven. D, recently proven. Have a positive. The incorrect in is a while draft. This until and verb and need the subject, and the answer D, recently proven. Number 6. Artifact from the early Chinese dynasties. Numerous archaeologists have explored the southern Silk Route. A, they were searching for. B, it was a search for. C, searched for. D, searching for. Need the answer a positive, so the answer C because active not passive. Number 7. In Haley, the best known lecturer was woman right active Abigail Scott Dunyawi of Portland, Oregon, who could usually be persuaded to speak blah 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 tone visiting her soon. A, she was in. B, while in. C, while she was. D, was in. This sentence have a clause, so this sentence have a one connector and verb, and the answer C, while she was. Number 8. The National Restaurant blah 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 Washington say that federal effort regulate workplace, smoking would limit restaurant ability to respond to the desires of their patrons. A. Association in. B. Association is in. C. Association which is in. D. Association based in. Active, passive, and the answer is D. Association based in. Number 9. In North American waterways, 9. Then a decade ago, zebra mussels have already earned a nasty reputation for the expensive habit of clinging with their pips in the Great Lakes area. A. The first sighting. B. All took first sighting. C. Zebra mussels were first sighted. D. First sighting. The answer is A. Because and subject and to be an active passive.
And number 10, small companies may take their goods abroad for trade shows without paying foreign and value added taxes by acquiring blah 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 an ATA card. A document calls. B. A document called. C. Calls a document. D. Called a document. So the sentence no have connector. And the answer is D. Called a document because roast crows. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Agus Wahyudi. I will answer the TOEFL review exercise skill 1 until 14. Number 1. In United States, 4 million miles of road, streets, highways. A. There. B. Is. C. They. D. There are. In this sentence, need the subject verb. So the answer is D. Is there are. The next number 2. 12 million immigrants entered the United States via Ellis Island. A. More than. B. There more than. C. Of more than. D. The report of. And in here don't need the subject. So the answer is A because no more of. And the next number 3, the television so long been a part of our culture has an enormous influence. A has, B it has, C which, D which has. Need the subject and correct answer is D because subject and to be. And then number 4, psychologists have traditionally maintained the infants can formulate long terms memorize until 8 or 9 months. A. They. B. They reach. C. To teach. D. Reach. Need the subject verb answer B. They reach because have a subject verb. Number 5. A shop has since grown into a small conglomerate consisting of a catering business and two retail stores. A. In the beginning of be in the begin as. C. Its beginning with us. D. What began us. Need the subject at verb. The answer is D. What began us, because subject at verb.
Answer number 1 is D. If you look at the underlined words in this example, you can see the word need. The correct is need. Therefore, you should choose D because D is the correct. Number 2, the sentence should read the interrogation conducted by 3 police officers have tests for several hours. You can see that to be have is not correct because by 3 police officers is plural. The correct to be is has. Therefore, you should choose answer C because C is not correct. Number 3, the sentence the tenants in the apartment next to mine is giving a party this evening. You can see that to be is not correct. The correct to be is are. Therefore, you should choose answer D because D is not correct. Number 4, the sentence is correct because word by secret service agents, it can be meanings that combines all of. Therefore, you choose C because C is correct. Number 5, if you look at the underlined this example, you can see the word taxpayers. The correct is C. Number 6, the sentence of because of the seriousness of the company's financial problems, the board of directors have called an emergency meeting. You can see to be have is not correct because the word the board of directors is plural. The correct to be is has. Therefore, you should choose D because D is not correct. Number 7, the sentence of manufacture of the items that you requested have been discontinued because of lack of profit on those items. You can see to be have is not correct. The correct to be is has. Therefore, you should choose C because C is not correct. Number 8, if you look at the sentence the underlined this example, you can see to be has. The correct is has. Therefore, you should choose C. Number 9, the sentence of the scheduled departure time of the trams posted on panels throughout the terminal buildings are going to be updated. You can see that to be are. The correct to be is. Therefore, you should choose C because C is not correct. Number 10, if you look at the underlined in this example, you can see that word 1970 indicate past time, so the word after it must use past tense or verb to. The correct past tense or verb to from word meet is meet. Therefore, you should choose D because D is not correct.